plays games with Steve
and Angel.
All right, so we're back at Justice for All. It's a new session for us. Nighttime session. Was this the first? Yeah, we only had one session before this. So
yeah,
our first nighttime session for the second game. We're starting earlier than usual, though. Well, we were supposed to start earlier than this, but somebody had to be a little late. But we're here, and it's time for the trial with our German friend. No, not chapter start. Save point. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure.
Oh my God! Someone's got a gun! Come shoot! Help me! Angel, save me!
Calm down, everyone. Okay.
All right. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. I hope not mine. The shot was fired from point-blank range.
It sure is.
Yeah.
But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
So the victim was stabbed before being shot.
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Autopsy report?
The court accepts it into evidence, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
I'm right.
Oh, wow, we're bringing that back.
You know what? I think the game intended for that to be a bit, so
Yeah.
you can't blame us for...
I can blame you for whatever I want. So, we're back in the trial.
He was stabbed in the chest. I'm impressed about this. Hold it.
Hold
Wait,
it.
It's you.
Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife.
A fruit knife. Very specific.
I see. And whose knife was it?
It looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it.
Oh, no.
All over it, huh?
This does not look good.
For the homestyle one-up. Lost on you guys. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You don't understand Homestar Runner? It's Germany's favorite
I
cartoon.
think he's referencing Homestar Runner.
I can't be sure.
My brother will appreciate that one because we quote it.
Cut
This
the
does not
Sungwon
look good
going,
for the Homestar Runner. Yeah, I got that reference.
That's your brother. Your impression of your
Hey,
brother.
Oh,
Sungwon,
absolutely.
Do you remember the episode of Homestar
Hey, Steve, do you remember the episode of Wrestling Mania 4 with the Hulk? Oh, it was really great. Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right.
Hold it. How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart.
Oh.
After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes Maya look like she had stabbed him with the intent to kill.
Since it's a new session, go look at your evidence. Let's just see what we got.
Yep. Okay, we got the whole badge. We got a newspaper clipping about... Ooh. Oh, this is the incident with just the patients.
Okay.
And then a diagram.
Looks like a guy like waving kind of awkwardly.
Hey. Like he thinks someone was like waving at the person behind them and they're mid like, like,
It kind of looks like he's like waving, like he's got little stubby arms, he's waving a big stubby flag.
oh yeah,
I
like
can see that too.
flag.
Yeah.
God bless this version of America.
Yeah.
Is this an item we're just gonna have forever? Since it's like it feels like I don't know, a new ability of ours. You're not answering. It's Mimi Miney, nurse of the
The answer's
died
not
after.
that interesting. I don't know why I keep it from me.
It's fun to withhold information.
Yeah, it's fun. We love to tease.
Yeah.
About 8 inches off the ground is a small bullet hole. the actual key that was more important than like, I don't know, friendship or whatever.
What?
Last time, I think it was possessed Maya as Mia saying like, you have the key. And I was like, oh, okay, it could be either literally the key, the actual physical key,
She's like, no,
or
the
like,
key.
or the key that's like, oh, your badge. Like the key is like you're the key. Like, I don't know,
No,
symbolism.
the key right there. You have a key.
That's not wholesome.
I see.
No, but it's gonna
Logic isn't
It's
wholesome.
gonna help you fucking win the case.
Yeah.
After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot. Okay, that's just the autopsy again. All right,
All
cool.
right, so now you got a sense of what's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, use a pistol to finish off the victim. Very severe. Okay, the murder. This one already pressed. The wound was very severe. But for the yeah.
I don't
Okay.
think you pressed the last one.
This one you haven't.
Yeah.
Boink.
Hold it! Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who'll only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain. Nothing sounds out of place so far. I should try to learn more about the murder weapons for now.
Is there any way that we can get that knife as that? Like we didn't gain the knife as like a thingy.
No.
The cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired at point blank range, but before the victim was shot. Weren't there 2 shots though? Before the victim was shot, the wound was very severe. Let me just press
Hold it.
everything real quick.
Point blank, huh? So about how far away was it?
It was anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and they gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow. Never knew that. Live and learn!
Hanging by the edge of tomorrow!
Thank you.
I guess.
It's all for you headphone users.
They're like, thanks.
I love this channel.
When the victim was shot, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was okay. Did we? Okay. Well, we got more info. Let's see. Stabbed in the chest and shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. The diagram of the channeling chamber. Well, there's this hole.
Yeah.
So what is this? I know there was 2 gunshots, but they're not talking about it right now.
Yeah. I think it's good to think about this. I'm going to save you some time. Keep pressing. Let's get some more info.
Because Phoenix said, let me ask more about the murder weapons.
Right.
So,
Okay.
And you obviously don't have that in your evidence yet.
But before the victim was shot, he was stabbed in the chest. So I asked, should I mean, I pressed all of these again?
I think when Gumshoe brought up the gun and the knife, that was outside of this. So you didn't do anything to kind of get that information. So
Should I press again?
Someone said, hold it. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife.
I see. Did we not do this one?
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Because it's got fingerprints all over it, right? Go to the next part.
Yeah, and of course.
Yeah, so
mine
this
is
part we did already.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
all
Sorry,
over.
But
huh?
press some other ones.
Sorry, I don't pay attention to games when I don't play them.
That's very helpful to me.
Oh my god.
How severe was the wound?
And we did this one.
Half
Yeah, we did this
inch.
one, yeah.
Stabbing. It looks like she had, okay.
One brain cell between the 3 of us.
The murderer used a pistol
No,
to finish
one
off.
brain's up between the 2 of you. I have many.
I pressed
has
the...
two. Yeah.
but before the victim was shot, he was stabbed in the chest. The shot was fired from... Okay.
Which ones haven't you pressed?
Go, yeah.
I think I pressed all of them at this point.
Did you
don't
press
think-
one of the beginning ones?
The right cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. Maybe...
I don't think you pressed this
Maybe
one.
not this one. Okay.
Hold it! The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
Now it's pointed at Phoenix.
Oh,
Now I have the upper hand.
Oh, God.
I didn't do anything to you, Gumshoe.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
The victim? Now, why would he have...
Objection! Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints.
Whenever they say fingerprints, I can only think of that Animaniacs joke. You know,
Yeah.
one fingerprints.
Yeah.
Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Fays, were also on the grip, sir.
So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into her hands there.
That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered.
I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today.
Very well. The court accepts them into evidence.
Yay.
Now I have the upper hand.
He points down at the...
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m.
Not Juneteenth.
Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And the 2 murder weapons were both with
You're good.
both with the defendant's fingerprints on them. This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
Isn't she cute?
Oh.
This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true. Mr. Wright,
Yes?
even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Wright?
It's actually been a whole week.
Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. What will Phoenix do? If we plead justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed, and she'd be labeled a murderer. Can't let that happen. Your Honor,
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright?
the defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective,
Yes, sir.
presents the final portion of your testimony, the final strike.
Yes, sir.
Now see here, proceedings are run by... Oh, eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
Damn.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Now see here.
Wait, what was that?
That's just can't wait to be king.
No, it's not. Oh, wait. Oh, now see. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
What part is it again?
You're thinking of the not
yet. Yeah. What's
Now see here is like way earlier. In the
Oh,
song.
that's right. That's right.
Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence.
I was thinking of the Lion King.
Yeah. What's that part that Zazu says that no one else remembers? Anyway, this is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this.
This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir.
I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Take a look.
It's in our book.
No, I'm not even being cute. You should take a look at it.
Okay.
All right, I was trying to be cute.
Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse?
Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ooh.
Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing.
Only Jay, not only Jay, but only Love Live people and Jay will get this reference. But in the new Love Live show, the rival just goes, she says the full name of the main character, Shibuya Kanon, and that's all she says. She goes, Shibuya Kanon. It's like a declarative, like, it's very fun.
It's a very fun trope.
Yeah. Steve Yurko.
Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue as much.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me look at that era.
Era.
Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. There are blood splatters on it. Oh, it's her costume. Okay.
Yeah, the reason why they're calling it costumes because they think Maya dresses all funky and weird and Japanese.
Yeah. But, like, why is the blood on her? Okay. Sorry, Pal, but there's been even more. This is a costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. That's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed the person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Okay.
Hold it! This blood on the costume.
Lab results show that it is the victim's blood.
So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes.
Definitely not good.
Yerk. Where there?
Were there any other clues you could glean from this
How
piece of
now,
evidence?
brown cow?
Well,
Objection! If you must change the topic, since a good detective here must testify again.
Oh, we wouldn't like that.
But too bad. Not enough time. Time to move on.
Not enough time.
Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct.
We only have this rented
I
for
thought
an
he
hour.
said politically correct.
Girl power.
Ugh. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I could chew here, what should I do?
Press further.
Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be a clue somewhere on this costume.
Oh.
I just have to look harder.
Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it.
Looks like my time is up. So about the costume.
Just one more thing.
Just one more thing. Your Honor? Actually, there's something very wrong with this piece of evidence.
What?
what are you talking about, pal?
No, she got that whip ready.
Where is this problem you are talking about?
He's like flinching.
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here.
Why'd they make it smaller? Okay, so
That's true.
There was this console.
It's called
at
a
one point
DS. I
called
don't
a
know if you were born yet. But
You ever hear of it?
yeah, I wasn't born yet.
Take that!
Okay, the music was still going.
It's a little delay. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume.
The sleeve? Ah! There's a tiny hole here.
A-hole? Well, that wasn't in the report.
Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder.
Gunpowder? No one ever told me.
He's just like holding it, smelling it. Like,
A hole that smells of gunpowder.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. The best kind.
Looks like I found the hole I was looking for.
Wow.
Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? I thought you were talking about Edgeworth for a second. Anyway.
This is not the hole I know.
Order, order, order. This is a very grave matter. No more talk of holes. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Your Honor, what do you think of the film?
Holes? Not bad. A pretty good adaptation of the book.
you ever read that book? It's a great book.
I think it was like read to us when I was like maybe in like 5th grade, I think. I never saw the movie though.
You ever read or watch Holes?
Well, it's not. It wasn't. Was it the book called Holes or was the book?
Yeah,
called
the book's called.
something
They're both
Yeah,
called
they're
Holes.
both
Okay,
Yeah.
It's really weird because I've seen like all the like recommended reading like for everyone, and I just never get the same thing. Like everyone had to read Holes, I didn't. Everyone had to read Coraline, and I didn't. Some people, there's a class that like everyone read Aragon, and I didn't. Yeah,
you dodged a bullet. That was terrible.
The only I read The Pet Cemetery and then watched the movie. I watched Holes. But yeah, it's funny. I feel like I always just miss all the good shit. I did read motherfucking Catcher in the Rye though, which
everyone has to read that.
Sucks ass.
I remember liking Catcher in the Rye.
I like Catcher in the Rye too. Holes, I remember in 3rd grade, my teacher gave me the book, like, hey, you should read this. And I was like, this book fucking rules. Anyway.
Sorry about that again. You ever read Holes? I guess we messed up, sir. Gumshoe would be the one, like Steve, like, hey, you ever watch or read Holes?
And like
What is Holes?
Francisca was like reading at like a college level, like by the time she was like 10.
Yeah.
So like she never read it.
Americans are reading Holes.
Is that like One Piece?
Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds.
Oh, that's the stretch.
Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
Objection! How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight.
While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then...
No way!
Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony.
Yes, sir.
So has it been revised? The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, is not finding. No, okay. That Von Karma.
That Von Karma. She thinks she could decide the verdict with this testimony alone. I have to somehow find a critical contradiction, and then I'll have her.
Not to continue to derail, but can either of you do accents?
Not well.
You know, just the ones that will offend somebody. You know, not like that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
in terms of authenticism,
I purposely have only
authenticity.
done
authenticity. Yeah.
Can you do German accent?
It's like Z's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's covered in the blood.
In this blood.
How about Russian?
The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
I can't. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
That's actually good. That was really good.
How about Scottish?
Oh, see.
Scottish versus Irish. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
I got
thing you have
tripped
to
up on that.
process.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's covered in blood. We're just like every
We're gonna anger every possible.
Well, it's
As you can see, it's covered in blood. No, that's not.
I'm Muriel.
I'm Muriel.
Or
Is
is
2.5 years old.
There's Muriel Irish in Courage and the Cowardly Dog.
Is she? Isn't
Or
she
she's Scottish.
Scottish? I
I think
forget.
she's Scottish.
Yeah.
See, that's me being a Yank. You know, I sometimes I can't tell the
I
difference.
used to have a coworker who was one of them and was pissed that I couldn't tell the difference, and I continue to keep that true. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. But he had like a deep accent and like a whole like picture of like the country behind him hanging on the wall, and I still don't remember
Wherever he went?
Wherever, I don't know. Well, it was, we were in
Oi,
one office.
This is where I'm from. Remember?
I mean, he taught me the phrase like the squeaky wheel gets the oil. I don't know if that's the origin of it.
I like
but-
how you heard that from an actual person and not just like through TV. Like I did.
Yeah, actually, you know, socialize and
I think
communicate.
I first heard it in
people.
a Goofy movie.
Oh, but there's okay. Sorry. Okay, this is the costume. So okay, there's holes. About the 8-inch hole. I think I'm worried that like bringing this up is still like a stretch right now. Like we could continue to talk about this because to me it's sus. Oh
my-
no! I forgot that.
Your Honor, I've not been paying attention.
Oh my god.
Okay,
All right.
so the Wii has this fun feature where you can
Oh, you
present
finally did that!
evidence
Wow.
if you swing the Wiimote. And I
Oh.
was just gesturing my hand, thinking, talking, and
That's what you get! First you talk about accents, and then you mess this up!
oh,
Yeah,
BMI.
I'm the humana.
That is a horrible feature, though. I don't care if it's, oh, I feel like I'm being right. What an annoying feature.
You know what the kids have to do.
Okay, this is
No
the,
kids were playing this game.
Yeah.
as you can see, it's covered in blood.
Anyway, the reason I asked that question about accents was, I don't know, maybe some research for Great Ace Attorney. Anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I know who he's talking about.
Hold it.
Hold it,
Several
sorry.
characters I'm talking about.
All right, I'll give you that the blood splatter is from the victim, but what is this hole in the sleeve?
Sorry, pal. We must have thought it was a tear in the seam. Or tear.
A single tooth.
Yeah, single tear.
Missing the hole was not what I'm asking you about. I'm talking about the hole itself. The smell of gunpowder clearly gives away that it is a bullet hole.
Objection! As if little things like that matter.
But they do.
That there is a bullet hole in the sleeve and blood all over the costume. It doesn't change the fact that the defendant killed the victim.
I know there's something more to this costume.
Come now, detective. You're wasting precious time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Let's just press this.
Hold it! He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't?
We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal.
So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder change drastically.
We're in trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma. She thinks she could decide the verdict with this testimony alone. I have to somehow find a critical contradiction, and then I'll have her.
Then I'll have her.
Here, I'll show you. Now I'll show you.
God.
The smash ball just lowers down into the court. They're all just fighting over it.
This is a costume defendant was wearing. Okay, so obviously that is their costume, and it is covered in blood. I guess this is a statement
We
that
went to
can
the
be
top of the
contradicted.
order again, right? Because you press this last.
Yeah.
Okay. Just always pay close attention to what Phoenix is saying during that when you kind of circle back.
This is a costume the defendant was wearing at the time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I think the only thing I can contradict at this point is this. And to dis. I mean, he's basically asking for that. That he wasn't fighting back. Close the words. Press A button for details. I can't like zoom in on it. I don't think. No. The way that it's splattered, it's outside of the costume, in front of her. If you're stabbing someone, I suppose, yeah, the blood would, spray out at you. So that makes sense. Because I'm thinking about like being shot at point blank. Like it would go, assuming like he's being shot in front of him, like on his forehead, the blood would spatter like
What are we trying to
behind
prove here?
him. That he didn't put up a fight.
That's not what we're trying to
No.
prove.
Oh,
Read the statement. Press 1. 1.
one. The defendant attacked
Gumshoe
is saying the victim didn't fight back. So what
Yes.
are we trying to prove?
that he did.
How can we prove that?
Without a doubt. Okay. I keep forgetting about checking profiles too. Incident murdered during a channeling. And my client was arrested on suspicion of murder while channeling. She's a top-notch lawyer. Cousin. Tense. Also the youngest. Member of the Faye family. She's the mother of Poyle. You're not relevant right now. Let's see, so from yeah, you're not relevant right now. Died in a car accident. Was Fancy invested photographer. God, I forgot she was here too.
I tried to.
Damn.
Not mate.
Okay. To prove that he did fight back. The knife, murder weapon, a small fruit knife, belongs to the Fays and has Maya's fingerprints. And there's only blood on the blade, as far as I can tell. Murder weapon was grazed. 2 shots fired. Yeah, there's 2 shots that were fired. So, I mean, it wasn't an instant kill, right? Because she had to try twice. So I think that's it.
How does this prove that he fought back?
Well, like one of them missed. Possibly he like
All this says is that a gun fired twice.
Okay.
How does that prove that he fought back? So you really got to think of this as like a real lawyer, right? Like this alone doesn't prove anything. You got to show me, hey, what shows that there is like a distinct possibility that he definitely fought back.
Okay. Stabbed in the chest and shot at point blank. Stabbed in the chest first. Maybe it's the order, because like the getting stabbed in the chest wasn't enough, so she felt the need to shoot him.
You're doing a lot of assuming.
Okay.
But this also doesn't show you that
Yeah.
there's a
Diagram.
possibility of fighting back.
There's no. This diagram doesn't show
This
where
game
they
is
were when
always
they died.
not always, but 99% of the time it's based around like not like, oh well, maybe this thing. It's like, well, right now we're focusing on they said this thing happened, we got to prove it's false.
Okay. Green jewels at the key's grip. About 8 inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. It's 8 inches off the ground. There has to be a struggle. A diagram.
Waving the flag.
Yeah. Clothes Mia was wearing at the time of the murder. Are there... No. I feel like...
Are there what?
Because, like, so on the icon, I almost feel like I see, like, handprints, but it's, like, inconsistent with how
What
it looks
did
here.
we see on this piece of clothing earlier? What did we...
A
discover?
hole.
What kind of hole?
A bullet hole. And it's on her.
Okay.
So, okay. She was getting shot at then.
So...
Then it must be this. Okay, but am I... Hold on. I'm hiding this.
Right,
Without
he's
fighting
like,
back.
he didn't fight back.
Okay, so I present...
Objection! Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. Shibuya Kanon! Steve Yurko!
You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
Yeah, I did.
Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean?
What does it mean?
I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back?
You're right!
It would seem that way. If the victim tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything.
All right. The wind seems to be shifting, and it's shifting into tomorrow's episode.
Wow!